Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning and what the Friday? What is going on today, Paul? How you doing?
I am doing fine. It is Friday, May 22nd.
Yes.
And so it's a lovely Friday, honestly. I can't complain. There's a lot to be thankful for, even in the midst of all that's happening in the country with the prices and a lot with the mayoral and municipal elections and dispute. I think there's a time to just sit down and reflect on just life. And, and there's a saying that says, if you count the blessings in your life, you'll realize that there are things that you can be thankful for in a similar manner when we count all the negatives and all that's going wrong. So that's my advice or encouragement to somebody looking for an upliftment this morning. Find something, man. Find something, whether that's a cup of coffee where they drink right now. Find something and say, you know what? God, thanks. If you're a believer now, thanks for the water in this coffee. And that the coffee is strong and black this morning. Because we need it.
No, it's also the start of the weekend, and so I'm thankful for that too, for persons who've been waiting for the end of the week to begin their weekend of rest. I know there's a lot of different activities they can jump into. I know tomorrow is the Cancer Walk, and so that's set to bring out folks as well. I'm looking forward to the weekend, an opportunity to rest. I know we've been kind of talking about it yesterday as well when we called it Friday Junior. And so what are your plans this weekend, guys? Where are you tuning in from, and what do you have lined up for the weekend? Let us know in the comment section. But Paul, we have some wonderful conversations to look forward to on this beautiful Friday. I'm really excited about each and every one of them. It feels like a light day, like we're going to be having some great conversations, meeting people. We even have some kids set to be in the house with us. And so just let me give a quick lineup of what you guys can expect today. We're going to start things off with our usual Friday tradition. This is an opportunity for you guys to join in on the conversation on an even more intimate level. Where on a regular basis you'd be able to send some comments on our social media pages. This morning you get to call in and share your thoughts on various topics. Now, we have some couple topics we're going to be jumping into, but you can call in and share your thoughts on those or any other topics you deem fitting as well. And then we're going to be jumping into pampering pets. So this one's for the pet lovers. And it's all about keeping your fur babies happy and groomed with Cuddle Buddies Grooming Spa. I know that's a wonderful conversation to look forward to. Hopefully they bring a little pet with them as well. And then Friday is usually known for Small Business Spotlight too. So we'll be having a small business owner, the flavor behind Pickle Chochinita Pibil. I don't know if I said that good.
Cochinita.
Cochinita Pibil. Okay, my bad.
I think that's pig. Like
well, when you say Pibil, I automatically think like pork, right?
Yeah, correct.
So I know Paul, he loves his food. We'll be seeing what they're going to be bringing later on as well. And then as I mentioned, we'll also get a treat from some kids today as well. You know that it's Festival of Arts season right now, Paul. And so these kids are coming out with their different acts. Some of them are singing, dancing, doing poetry, and even acting. And so this morning we'll be graced by the kids from Salvation Army. And they have a treat for us and, of course, for you guys by extension. So that's what we have lined up.
Excellent. And So while we anticipate those segments, there are some conversations that are worth having this morning, and as we open the phone lines.
Yeah.
Right? And so the number to call, it's going to be right there on the screen because we want to hear your thoughts certainly on the gas prices. Gas gone up again a fourth time this year.
Paul, I have to pull my tongue like soon, and I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, and the reports are that we haven't seen the worst of it yet.
What?
These are reports reports being made elsewhere, but directly from the financial secretary, Joe Wade, who knows and understands what's happening and based on the world market. So we haven't seen the last of it yet. So we'll be talking about that. But also, as high as the gas prices are, pressure that even higher in some political parties, right, for the municipal elections. I know City Hall is going through its own phase. I know the United Democratic Party is going through its own phase.
They call it silly season, Paul.
100%.
And there's a lot of silliness already being thrown around.
And now they're 10 months away now. So listen,
my goodness.
It only gets funnier from here, if you would, right? And then, of course, we want to spend a little bit of time discussing that incident yesterday in the Baldy Beacon area with the former minister, Elvin Penner, and the Belize Defense Force, and what's going on there with allegations of him removing some explosive components, and what he's saying and what the ministry is saying. And by the way, we are actually this morning on our way that side to get a better understanding of the landscape and what's really taking place in that area. So we're going to be discussing that. And then, of course, on Monday, we won't be in studio because we have country tour.
Yep.
And so we're going to wrap up this morning's calling segment, just giving you all a little bit more insight on what you can expect from country tour in Hopkins Village, Ella's school spot on Monday. And then last but not least, this has also been the buzz. When you get to silly season, you need some entertainment.
Yeah, well, you palate cleanser.
And that's why we bring KTV, the remix season 6.
The perfect solution.
Right, the perfect solution. And that season 8, sorry, I said season 6. And auditions is coming up, so we're going to wrap the show up with that as well.
Yeah, and so as Paul mentioned, the phone lines are now officially open. The number to call is 280-0016, and you can share your thoughts on either of these topics that he just mentioned, or if there's something pressing on your mind where you feel like we need to talk about this morning, maybe something that's happening in your neck of the woods or something that's trending online or on the news, you can also call in and share your thoughts on that. Start a conversation with us. We are looking forward to that today. Well, let's get into the conversation, Paul. I know for the better part of the last few weeks, we have been talking about gas pain, gas prices, and the most recent one that saw premium as the cheaper option. Now, it was just this morning we were talking to our producer, and she was telling us that a lot of people are forgetting that you have to put in treatment before to change to premium. And Paul was like, well, premium is the treatment. The premium that it treat you to get. And it's just funny because I see us trying to make light of the issue, but it's really an issue for a lot of people. They're trying to find ways to stretch their dollar as the fuel prices continue to rise in certain parts of the country. It's all the way at $15 and change. I know that's in Punta Gorda. And so if we feel the pinch here, if we are stressing here in Belize City, I can't imagine what the people in Punta Gorda are feeling. As a matter of fact, I would encourage someone tuning in right now from Punta Gorda to call in and share how you have been trying to stretch your dollar since the recent hike in fuel prices.
So let's run a bit of that story from last night. Just to set the stage, I went out on a very ambitious mission, and I didn't accomplish it, the mission in totality.
You
right?
didn't?
No, because my goal was to speak to at least 50 people.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That was ambitious.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm ambitious like that. Not in interview, but in survey.
Okay.
Right? And just to speak to a few of them in the interview. I got to 20. And then I realized the sun hot. And I realized that I have enough data that basically people began to repeat themselves, and I began to see a trend. And I felt like that was enough, and given the time constraints, etc., I have other stories to work on, I came back in. And it is from that small survey that we were able to get this story, and we're going to air a part of it.
All right, let's jump into that now.
Fuel.
But Barrow was very good. Very good. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No.
Boy,
Express yourself.
yeah, man. You're rough.
You can feel the frustration at the pumps.
$10 gas? Okay, nothing, man. Nothing I tell you, brother. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing I tell you.
Put in $10
That just,
no sense.
it just like you say, look on it and leave it.
You would have got like a figure where you could tell me how much I used to spend for the week versus how much I spend now? We spoke with more than a dozen motorists.
Right now, I usually spend probably 50 every 2-3 days, but I feel like right now, I spend that every day and a half. But out of a person, I stay to move wrong. So to me, I feel like I had to feel it like every day, you know? Well, it make I feel bad too, because look like they don't know better they come. It look like all the worse. So if I make the extra money and want tanker, it's only like better I just invest some money and store my gas.
Fuel hikes are quietly draining wallets across the country. Since mid-March, drivers say they are now spending an extra $10 to $50 a week just to keep their vehicles running. Even motorcycle users, who normally spend less, report paying about $10 more weekly. It's a steady increase that's adding up fast for anyone who depends on the road every day.
I was putting 80 for the week.
80
How I run.
for your vehicle?
Yeah, for my vehicle.
Yeah.
I know I did like about 110 for the week. For my cycle, I was putting 20 for the week. That's how I run, because I don't run man, then I also work on
cut boat.
cut boat and things.
No.
I did like about 30.
If we job that for them on the road, the move down there.
Wow. All right. Well, we are jumping into, we're having some conversations behind the week, and I was telling Paul that I was kind of shocked when I heard how much people are putting in for the week, right? And I'm assuming that some of these persons live here in Belize City. So
Most
I'm
of
thinking in
them.
my mind, they had a stop steady.
Yeah, but
$100
yeah,
you would say you'd spend for the week? That's
I'm spending
$400.
$100 for the week, because as much as it is short distances within the city, you have to factor in several things. You have to factor in traffic, which happens in the morning and evening, and that burns up a lot of gas. You have to factor in how much runs you make from home to work, at least 1, 2, 3, at least 2 to 3 runs per day. Then it's not always home to work. Sometimes you have little errands you have to run, and that quickly adds up.
Yeah.
And in today's economy, where the cost of fuel is almost $15 a gallon, you're looking at, when you think about $100, you're getting about 6.5 gallons, if so much, and that can only run you so long. So it is no surprise to me that people are finding themselves having to put more fuel, a whole lot more fuel, and spend a lot more now. But we're already spending a lot on fuel, because prices were already high, relatively high in comparison to other countries in the days, in the months past. When we look at how prices began to rise sharply over the course of the March, April, and now May, we begin to see what the issue is here for many Belizeans, because from January 8th to March 9th, the price of fuel rose only by 30 cents. From $12.28, the price of fuel rose to $12.53, right? And so we were able to manage that to an extent. This a 30-something cents raise. We said, all right, cool. It's raising, but not at the rate that it began to raise after that in the war.
Do you think that people anticipated it would have been this high?
Nobody. Well, I don't think
so.
anybody was prepared for this conflict to erupt in Iran between the U.S. and Israel, and then for that to lead to this and to have such a continuous effect. So then it jumped significantly within the span of 4 days. On 9th of March, we had $12.53, and then on the 13th of March, it jumped to $13.76, and ever since then, it has been going up
Steadily
to
higher.
the point where it is now at like $14 change, almost $15. And what's the effect of that? Well, that is leading to more people spending more. It's actually hitting pockets directly, right? So you have government and the Belizean administration talking on a weekly basis about how much taxes they are giving up, how much taxes they are foregoing to lower taxes on fuel and try to keep the price as low as possible. You hear the government talking about how much it is spending, and that is good, because we want to hear that. And in fact, people are demanding more transparency. They want to actually see the figures. They want to see the numbers on paper and understand the formula. So we're hearing that. Why these stories are so good, the ones where we go out and we talk to people, is because people are saying, well, we don't only want to hear how much they spend and how they save. We also want to make. We want to hear how much we spend and how it affect we as well.
And if we even save from the ways that the government has been trying to provide that support to us.
And so that's what I hear people saying on the ground. People are saying, all right, pause. Because we hear uno, we listen to uno, and we hear what uno got to say, but now we need uno for hear we. We need uno for hear we on the grocery prices. We need uno for hear we on how much we spend on groceries and how they affect we. We need uno for hear we on how much we spend on gas and why it affect we pocket. So then uno could understand we in the same way, and I say we in terms of the general population, uno could understand we in the same way how we are seeking to understand you all and the measures that you are taking. And so when we go out and we speak to people, whether it is on grocery issues, whether it is on fuel issues, or any affordability issue, it is simply to provide a platform so that people have a voice in the same way we provide a platform so that the government and the Belizean administration could have a voice and tell people, bear with me. People are saying, well, we're bearing with you, but the pressure is burdensome.
The pressure is getting worse.
Yeah, the pressure is getting worse. And this is also why we create these sort of platforms so that people can call in and people can share their thoughts and also share their experience in terms of how much they're spending on fuel and groceries, so that the wider public can understand exactly how it's impacting the everyday man.
So earlier I posed a question to folks tuning in perhaps from down south, for example, Punta Gorda, who have seen, I think, some of the highest fuel prices right now, going all the way up to like $15 and change. I see another person here saying even Stan Creek has been experiencing higher prices in fuel as well. Call us and let us know how you have been adjusting to the fuel prices. I think I'm most interested about that, because I'm intrigued to know how are these persons commuting? Are they catching the bus? Are they moving around less in their community? But I also want to ask about some of the other ways that the government has been trying to cut back. You mentioned about taxes, that they've been shortening some of the taxes that they take. However, there's been concerns from the marginal side as well, where I believe it's the fuel dealers are saying that you cannot necessarily just cut us back without bringing us to the table and having that negotiation and having that conversation with us. These are the persons who sell the fuel, yes? And so when you think of them, you think of the gas stations and whatnot. And that's a concern for me, Paul, because I wonder if it gets to a point where they are losing too much money, which they are describing that as being the case, if we're going to see potential pushbacks from them, how would that potentially affect us as consumers?
Yeah, the dealers, they're between a rock and a hard place, if I'm to be quite honest. I had a conversation yesterday with a couple dealers, and it was an extensive conversation as I sought to understand what's really taking place. And the bottom line is that for them, they believe as if they're being treated unfairly and unjustly in this whole policy shifting, where decreasing the cost of fuel and the burden of fuel on the Belizean public is concerned, because they're saying that a percentage rate that was established some 22 years ago, that the government unilaterally decided to change that to a fixed rate, right? A fixed rate that's not a percentage, but it's based on cents, dollars and cents, and whether or not prices fluctuate up or down, this fixed rate will stay in place. And what they're saying is that it cuts into their profit margins, right? And so you have to understand the dealer side in that the dealers, the service stations, they have obligations. They have financial obligations to meet. They have bank payments to make. They have salaries to meet. They have maintenance and upkeep. They have security features to ensure. They have to pay rent to the proprietors or the owners of some of these service stations, or at least the structure of it. And so they have obligations to meet. And you understand them and you empathize with them on those concerns and those specific issues. But at the same time, they're between a rock and a hard place, because not everybody will give their sympathy at this point. You will have people that will argue and see it as, well, if the government, they cut,
they don't know how
and
to.
if we the tech lick out here, then uno have to put in uno pound of flesh, essentially. So you will have people out here that are saying, yeah, we hear uno, but at this time, given the circumstances, we can't empathize or sympathize to the degree that you would want for us to do. And so I think that's why the dealers, they find themselves in a very hard place. I want to look at some of what people were telling me yesterday in terms of how much they're spending, right? How much more they're spending. And that's a question I'd want to pose to our viewers, to call in and tell us how much more you're spending on fuel per week. If nothing else, tell us that. But I want to go over this just pretty quickly. You had one person that told me, somebody that rides motorcycles, they're telling me, they're telling me that they went from spending $20 a week to spending $30 a week.
So $10 more.
So $10 more. You know, motorcycles, they're usually on the cheaper end in terms of fuel. They're more affordable and economic, and that's why people are buying them. Well, our reality could soon hit where motorcycles no longer become the cheapest mode of transportation. A reality could hit where you have to look at e-mobility in terms of scooters. But then when people right now, they complain about their light bill, you have to wonder if e-mobility is in fact even the way to go.
And that's another conversation I think is an interesting one. If people, I see a lot of people online right now talking about their electricity bills going up too, but that's another conversation. Continue along your comments.
No, feel free to inject in that point.
Essentially, you guys can call in and share your thoughts about that too, because I saw people online this week in particular saying that they have seen their bills double. And I'm not certain what's taking place in their particular spaces, if you're using more energy or if you're just experiencing a double in prices by doing nothing different. I personally haven't experienced that, but I don't know what's the situation. Have you seen your electricity bill double or go up that much higher?
No, that hasn't been my experience, at least not this month.
Yeah.
So if it is happening across the board, like some people are saying, then I'll have to see what my bill next month will look like. And so you had somebody else I spoke with that...
I believe we might be getting a call, but continue.
Okay. I had somebody else that's informed me that they're from Belize City. Yeah.
Okay, we have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Sabrina. Good morning, Paul.
Hi.
Good morning, Belize.
Hi,
This is anecdotal information. Please don't cite it. But I was at work the other day, talking to staff, catching up, blah, blah, blah. And one of the things they said to me, Dennis, people are buying less even from us. And this is courts where people walk in, walk out, get a new TV, get a couch. People are buying less and spending less at courts.
What do you think is causing that? Or what did they say is causing that?
I think it mainly comes down to the availability of cash. They now have to be spending fuel in other areas, specifically in fuel. The purse is now tighter, and so I can't necessarily afford a new TV this month, this quarter, whatever be the case. I have to be able to still get to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be in part financial prudence from people. Instead of increasing their indebtedness, they're seeing how they could cut expenses and save money, put money aside for things like fuel, like the essentials, right?
For sure, they have to address their priorities prior to spending in these things that bring value to the quality of life, but doesn't necessarily affect their ability to generate income or their ability to carry out switching care.
And for you, caller, what has been your experience with your personal expense where fuel is concerned?
Let's just say that I don't go up to the store in the car anymore. I'm thankfully enough that the grocer is like 2 blocks away, and I'm gonna walk it instead.
Yeah.
And that's a good one. I like that. All right, caller, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
So there you hear the caller talking about people really considering or giving a lot more thought to how they spend their money and where they spend their money, because you have to make it work, you have to make it stretch. And so he's saying that at least at one institution, a credit institution at that he has had a conversation where he's learning that people aren't spending as much as they're used to spend at that business. And I assume that that's across the board, where people are saying, just driving past those businesses, whereas before they perhaps would have stopped in because they don't say, if I go spend my money there, then I want to take lick next week and I want to take lick months ahead, because then how I even pay it back, right? How I even pay it back. So I spoke yesterday to another family, a woman who has children. And what she told me is that she used to use $50 a week to drop off kids. And this is one of the many few mothers I spoke with yesterday. $50 a week to drop off kids to school in Belize City. And now that same $50 only lasts her 2 to 2.5 days.
Yikes.
So she has to increase her expense on fuel by $50 every single week. And that is not something any family or any household plans for when prices increase at such a fast rate, right? It's something that now they have to factor in. How are we going to find an extra $200 a month? Because that's really what it amounts to continue our basic routine. And this is why people are saying we want our voices to be heard on the same platform, at the same amplitude as the government and the Prime Minister voice is being heard, in terms of what the government and the Prime Minister says that they're cutting back on, or what they're saving, or that they're spending on.
So far, what we've observed is that people are either increasing their budgets or their payments for fuel by 50% or more. You mentioned earlier of the guy that paid $20 a week, and then he had to add $10 more. Now this lady is saying that she has to take that up another $50 as well. And so there are various examples of how people have had to try to stretch their dollar or come up with more money to make it to the end of the week.
Indeed, and in another case, you had a woman that says...
Yes, all right.
Let's say...
All right, so we have another caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Paul. Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Paul, quickly, I have a question or something for us to think about. It has always been said over the last perhaps 5-6 years that the economy is growing, right? And in some areas, in certain sectors, it's growing substantially. So I think that the question that the Belizean people need to ask is, where are the income revenues from those, in terms of taxes from those sectors, that could perhaps help to balance and offset the high fuel costs? Because this administration continues, like every other administration, right, continue to rely heavily on the taxes on fuel. But if the economy is growing and other sectors are growing, then there needs to be there could be, or I don't know, the offsetting of those increased revenues in those sectors that is being claimed to be growing. The other area that I'm thinking is, every time fuel goes up, the cost of goods and services go up, which means that there's a higher cost or a higher general sales tax, including possible income tax that businesses earn, which ultimately the government earns, because those are consumer taxes in terms of the GST. So we need to know what's happening on that end. Is the income tax department, the Belize Tax Services Department, seeing a significant increase in general sales tax collection? And if they are not, then clearly they're failing miserably, given the inflation that most goods and services have seen. And the government is lying in terms of the growth in the economy if we're not seeing an increase in taxes in other areas. There continues to be a boom in the real estate sector. Have we addressed that in terms of ensuring that we're collecting what we should be collecting there while we continue to give away our resources to foreigners? So I think that the people of Belize need to understand that these questions, we don't have to ask these questions. If we look at the fiscal accountability and transparency regulation, the financial secretary, by law, has a duty to come to the Belizean people and present the financials and the financial position of the country every 6 months and show where the shocks are in terms of revenues and expenses. And he has reached that for almost 2 decades. And we've done nothing. And the only thing we learned, the one with the plan out for the cliff. And I'm saying to Belizean people, if we're not holding public officers accountable, if we're not holding government officials who have to be reporting to you consistently and operating a transparent government, why would the media have to go ask the Prime Minister for a breakdown in a fuel? And these are the things that will continue to keep us in this poor economic state. But when elections come, well, the dirty money come, we get with 50, we get with 100, and then we think that could save us. So let me from the country, my brother.
Carla, let me ask you something quickly. To your question, where are you seeing the additional monies from the growth in the economy? Where are you seeing those being invested at this point in time? Have you made any observations? And could it possibly be that, given the deficit reported in the budget, that essentially the growth is only offsetting some of that deficit, and that's where it's going? I don't know. Where you may be in a better position.
No, I'm not. This is what I'm saying. This administration, like most administration, run the government coffers as if it is their own personal business. They don't open the books to anything. And we, the Belizean people, accept that nonsense. And it is only until one generation rise up. In terms of the growth in the economy, in those sectors that they say have grown, and also in terms of the increase in fuel costs, which no doubt has driven up the cost of goods and services, there must be a significant increase in general sales tax and a significant increase in those growth sectors. I don't know where they are. I don't have access to the books. So that really and truly don't need a good sit down with the financial secretary and the economic ambassador to really and truly explain to the Belizean people what the hell is happening with their taxpaying dollars that is being collected.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, caller.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I think what the caller just mentioned recently is something that perhaps we have been forgetting to mention, but we did mention it in the start.
Which is?
When we saw fuel prices essentially start rising about a month or so ago, we spoke of the other impacts. We spoke of the fact that when fuel go up, there are many other sectors that will also see price increases. We know the transportation industry, public transportation, has been one of the first that we saw the increase take place. When the buses, they went on record to say that they needed an increase because they wouldn't be able to function without it. We also know that food would go up. Farmers would need more money to be able to transport their produce from wherever they get it to the markets. We know that restaurants would also be seeing that increase. And so I think what the caller mentioned is a valid point, that we would have to be discussing general sales tax and how that could be affected, and ultimately where this increase stands to impact, whether positively or negatively, us by extension.
Yeah, so my final thoughts on this is that this is where policy comes into play, Sabrina. This is the opportune time to implement policies that leads to real impact for the general public. Listen, we as a people, we aren't here to offer sympathy to any government and to any administration, well, be it PUP or be it UDP. At the end of the day, them brother and sister there, they're are politicians. And what is the job of a politician? To implement policies, to hash out and establish policies that brings real change and real impact to people, especially in times like these. So when a government says it is cutting or reducing taxes on fuel to keep the prices low, that is one policy approach. What are the other policy approaches that we can look at, that you can bring to the people and say, here are the other measures that we are taking? You are a politician. We voted in politician. We've just switched the narrative over the years, where we have taken politicians and we have made them heroes and we have placed them on pedestals.
Yeah.
So now we expect little of them, and just because of voting them in, that is enough. And now the boss man this and boss lady this. No, let us
And when you put them in the
reframe.
hot seat, they pose the question back to you.
Yes.
What you suggest.
Right, so let us reframe our thoughts. Because at the end of the day, when we go to the ballots, the municipal election is coming up. When we go to the ballots, we shouldn't be voting because of, oh, that one day we like that one day look handsome, that one day he hug me baby, and he kiss me little baby when he say I take picture with her. That's not why we should be voting people in or out. When we go to the ballots, we should be weighing policies and policy decisions that made real impact. And so I think if we as voters think in that direction, this cost of living issue, this affordability issue could be either break or make the Briceño administration. But honestly, I don't think we're at that place. We're not at that place as a population. We're not necessarily at that place as a people, even though I want to have faith in us. I don't see that, right? And so I think we really need to reshape and reframe our minds to think and understand that politicians are voted in to make policies and establish policies that brings relief to the general public, and that's where I want to end that.
All right, Paul. Well, I think we've had a healthy morning discussion on the state of the economy, at least where fuel prices are concerned. We want to thank our callers who joined in on the conversation. I want to quickly jump to some of the comments that we saw this morning because we weren't able to give our loyal and our usual fans a quick shout out this morning. So we got our usual good mornings. We see Michelle Sampson saying, good morning, I'm doing cancer walk, then do some gardening. Have a new hack I want to try. Hi, Michelle. I'm also doing the cancer walk. We should definitely catch up on the road. I see, Michelle also said, we'll look out for her indeed. Sabrina Daly, eye out for you tomorrow. Michelle, I want to meet you up on the road. And then we see Francisco Madrid saying, good morning, Paul and Sabrina. Have a good weekend. Someone said the color is bright yellow this morning. When I saw Paul this morning, I said, what a guapa, you'll get it color memo. I just randomly chose this color this morning. Sonia Singh said, bless, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Everyone engaging with us at this time. We appreciate you guys, as always, for commenting. We are going to continue the conversation after the break. As we mentioned, we have a very wonderful show lined up for you guys this morning. So we're going to close off now, close the phone lines for our call-in segment. Then we are going to take our first break, and when we come back, the next one's for our pet lovers, those who want to pamper their fur babies.
Protect your motor, secure your property. Oh yeah, home protector insurance got you covered, you see. Covered, you see. From motor to property, and even marine. We'll keep you safe no matter where you've been. No matter where you've been, no matter where you've been. Get the peace of mind that only we can bring. Oh yeah. With our insurance, you will never fret or sing. Never fret or sing. We offer bonds and so much more. So much more. Home protector insurance. We got what you're looking for. What you're looking for. Secure your...
The success of my business means a lot to my family, especially my brother, because I'm continuing his legacy, making butterfly art collages. It was very hard for me to receive payments. I had to go directly to meet the person I'm purchasing from and who I'm selling to receive payment. Because I opened my business account with Atlantic Bank, now I can make and receive payments online, and this has made my job much easier.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Open Your Eyes is hitting the road once again for our country tour. Join us live at 6:30 a.m. from Ella's School Spot in beautiful Hopkins Village for an exciting morning filled with culture, delicious food, entertainment, and so much more. Get ready to experience the vibrant spirit of Hopkins as we showcase the people, flavors, tradition that makes the village so special. Don't miss the start of our 2026 country tour, starting at Hopkins Village, only on Open Your Eyes.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
All right, and welcome back. This is our first segment. We are joined this morning by Ben. He goes by Ben, and he is the owner of Cuddles Buddies Grooming Spa, located here in Belize City. And really, this conversation is all about ways that you can treat your fur babies with the grooming spa. There are some goodies on display here. And Ben, we were excited to have you here this morning. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
So you are the owner of Cuddle Buddies Grooming Spa, and as we mentioned, located here in Belize City. Is this a new business, newly set up business?
We're currently established for 2 years.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what got you into, I guess, pet grooming and taking care of fur babies?
Well, I've been doing this for 12 years. Yeah. I was previously working at a vet where I learned the grooming. I got to love it. You know, initially I wanted to work with animals, So that was a good start for me, And then I decided to go on my own over the period, and that's where I started from.
When we say grooming of pets, does it go beyond just giving your fur baby a bath?
Yeah, it goes deeper than that.
Tell
You
me.
have the teeth brushing, the nail buffing, the full haircut, the styles that everybody love, So ear cleaning, it has a whole lot of stuff to do with. It's not just to bathe the dog and that's it, So yeah.
What type of dogs do you take her? Is it only dogs?
Yeah, we used to do cats, but we have run into a lot of different obstacles with the cats, and it became problematic with the cats over time. We still do some of the older clients, we keep them on.
But you do primarily dogs?
Dogs, yes.
And what
we do a rabbit as well.
Oh, rabbit. What kind of temperament are you required, your dog is required to have?
Well, we do not have a requirement because we do not like to separate anybody, Everybody needs the grooming, so we deal with from aggressive dogs to...
So no dog discrimination?
Yeah, not at the workplace, no.
How do you handle an aggressive dog?
Okay, so when it comes to aggressive dogs, it's way different. We start by maybe greeting the dog differently rather than just saying grab the dog and muzzle the dog, and we deal with them differently. We try to give them more love, show them more love, and then like that we move on forward.
Humans should learn a lesson about that.
Because I thought if it's aggressive versus non-aggressive, if it's non-aggressive, it's like, hi doggy, but if it's aggressive, it's Koya. Different. Yeah. I mean, we start like if it's an aggressive dog, we try starting them with the bat first. That is the most calmest part of the whole grooming session, So then we move forward to the grooming and what's not. I mean, if it's matted or so forth, then we would have to start with that cutting first. It's currently 3 of us doing the grooming. We have a baiter. I'm the one who deals with the aggressive dogs. I try to get them accustomed to the grooming. I mean it longer, so I try to get them accustomed with the grooming first, and then after that, I don't mind introducing them to the other groomers, so that should, in case I'm not there, they could still deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a dog that's really aggressive, then only me deal with the dog.
Have you ever been bitten?
Yeah, over the years, I've been bitten about 5 times, but yeah.
Well, like on your arm?
Yeah.
Or would you have had to go to the hospital to get...
A couple of times, yeah. But then after a while, it just became something that is a bit normal, and then it's just like...
I could never normalize a dog bite.
What do you think led to the bite? Or these bites?
Different. I mean, like I mentioned, most of these bites were never in the grooming era. It was always when I was working with probably a doctor or something.
Oh, okay, got you.
They're doing procedures, the dog doesn't like that, then, But since I've opened my business, I hadn't have any injuries at my place. Like I mentioned with the cats, yes.
Yeah. We know cats are a little bit different.
Yeah.
As a groomer, you have to communicate with dogs, right?
Yeah.
It's on another level. Yeah. You deal with them so much, you have to develop like communication skills.
You have to develop a love.
And so what's key to communicating with a dog?
He's like a dog whisperer.
First of all, you have to have patience.
Yeah.
A lot of patience. Because they're not like a child that you could just say, sit and they'll sit. Not every dog have that same training, for you to just tell them, sit down and calm down, and they'll do that, Everybody introduction to this grooming is different in this pet world. It's different. It's not just today you jump up and say, I'll be a groomer, and you go for it, because you'll meet a lot of obstacles along the way.
Patience is one thing.
Patience is the main thing.
It's the main thing. That's the main way to communicate with a dog.
And being calm. Yeah. That's why with our employees, we inform them, you have your issues, that stops at the door. Coming in here is, you have to show that love. Constantly talking to them like they're babies, come baby, come my love, those kind of stuff.
Why calm?
Because
Why?
if you're not calm, dog senses everything. So the minute you come in there and you're all in a haste or in a rush or something, automatically the
It
dogs...
gets them agitated as well.
Yeah, and then you will see them start running up and down the table. I mean, like I said, I've been in it for a while, so I've experienced a lot of different stuff with the dogs. So I'm trying to, you know, educate my employees to properly deal with them, how to be calm. So most of the time, we would speak to the employees before the day starts, you know, to try to keep them calm as well.
I imagine for different types of dogs, they might require more frequent grooming, right?
Yeah.
If it's a dog that like has a lot of fur and hair and sheds and stuff like that. How frequently would you recommend a dog to be groomed, to be bathed, and whatnot?
So we would say about 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
You know, every 4 to 6 weeks. 4 weeks would be better. No knots, no dreads, nothing.
And that involves like the hair cutting, hair brushing, or what? Like bathing
so
and everything?
The grooming includes everything.
Okay.
So it's a haircut, a nail trim, the glands express, the bath, the blow dry, the ear cleaning. It's something that we do on a monthly basis, no?
But should pet owners be giving their pets like additional baths before that?
Yeah, what we would recommend that because we offer the service as well, just to bathe the puppy.
Okay.
Right. So we would say every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, right before or if you know your grooming session is coming up, you could bring them for a bath, or you could give them the bath at home.
Okay.
You know, but just deal with it properly, because you don't want your pup to start getting skin infections and those kind of stuff. You know, so dealing with them properly and doing a proper bath, a proper grooming is always necessary.
So why, and I guess you kind of answered the questions, why is it that people go to you to bathe and groom their dogs versus doing it on their own? Brongy, Blackie, get back to time. And in terms of grooming, every now and again, they want to leave brush up. And they want to leave treat, right? So Brongy and Blackie good.
Yeah.
Why do we go to you?
All right, so because again, we deal with it professionally. Probably at home you're not doing certain stuff that is necessary for the puppy, you know. So bringing them to us, we give that the services that they need. You know, maybe you're not cleaning the ears properly. You know, maybe you're not doing the glands, because
what's the glands part like?
All right, so the glands is the anal glands.
Oh.
It's an expression. You have to. It's a scent that the dogs would, the smaller dogs would excrete if they're nervous. You know, they get frightened and those kind of stuff, and if it gets on your clothes, and I mean, none of us want that during the daytime, especially if you're coming to work and you know you're that pet lover who loves to scratch your dogs early in the morning, and you don't want that on you, you know? Yeah. So a regular expression would be necessary as well, you know?
Okay. So you all could, I get it now, you all could look at things and do things that the general dog owner may not do or notice.
Correct, because like many times we have pet owners that come in and say, oh, we can't trim the dog nails, the dog tried to bite us. How do you deal with it? Again, like I said, we deal with it differently because we try to stay very calm, you know, so they know they're coming in a different environment, so they wouldn't give us as much trouble as they would do at home.
Yeah, well, you definitely sound like you know exactly what you're talking about. My questions put you to the test, and you definitely fulfilled the requirement. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the products, because you only do grooming, you also offer some products for dog lovers and cat lovers as well.
Yes. All right, so we have these little dresses, you know.
I don't for baby.
This one over 7, Paul.
All right, my daughter got one just like
This is so cute. This is so cute. But look at the back; it's open for the little puppy. Oh my gosh.
I like this.
Yeah, I love it.
So we have more than just this now.
Okay.
We carry like little water bottles, bowls, dishes.
This looks like a onesie.
All right.
Water dispensers, the food dispenser. Yeah, so we carry a lot of different products for the pets, no?
Oh my god.
And it's something that had grown over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have, so this is a leash for a cat? Like,
I mean, it could fit a puppy as well.
Yeah, it looks like it could fit a puppy as well. This is really nice. And then,
These are all lovely.
and then you have another harness for a smaller dog here, and then harness and leash here.
We do have bigger collars and leashes for dogs as well.
For bigger dogs. So where can people find you, or how can people get in contact with you?
All right, so they could contact us on WhatsApp or call 621-6694, or on Facebook. Yeah, you could find pictures of what we do there, you know. Those are the two outlets that we use at the moment.
All right. Well, Ben, this has been a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for bringing some items, showcasing what you have to offer, and also explaining what your service is as well. Again, for you pet lovers, you definitely want to stop by Cuddle Buddy's grooming spot to get your fur babies groomed and pick up a little goodie to take home as well. At this time, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have a treat for you. We'll be joined by children from the Salvation Army Primary School, highlighting their latest act for the Festival of Arts.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy Inc. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
In the heart of the Kaya district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easier for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Focus is not for us to collect it while it arrives at shore.
Arsenic, copper, cobalt, cadmium, zinc, iron, mercury, and a bunch of them. So
With this report, we are doing an economic impact of sargassum to the tourism sector.
The coordination is really taken at a national scope, and we do this through that sargassum task force.
There have been actions that have been taken, and we will continue to take those actions towards mitigating sargassum collection and the landing of sargassum. We have identified it as a national priority.
Welcome to Belize Travel Beat, the pulse of Belizean tourism.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, and if you fall, get up, Tamina, mina, sangalewa, cause this is Africa. Tamina, mina, this time for Africa. Listen to your God, this is our motto. Your time to shine, don't wait in line, y vamos por todo. People are raising their expectations. Go on and feed them, this is your moment, no hesitation. time for Africa. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sakalewa, anawa, ah, ah. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sakalewa. It's time for Africa.
All right, ladies, they're giving us a bow. Don't forget the bow, guys. You guys can come over here. Hello.
Hi, sit
Hi,
down.
pretty girls.
9 seats, 2 there and then 1 in the middle.
Oh my goodness. Look at these young stars.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, wow. Hi, girls. How are you guys feeling? Good.
All right,
Yes.
let's talk to their teachers.
Yes. So just a quick reminder, what you just saw was a performance that was supposed to be on the Festival of Arts this year. It was, and they are students from Salvation Army who earned themselves gold, guys. So they, I imagine, will be on the Golden Nights as well. Yes. And so that's really exciting. You guys have had, we've had representatives from ISCA talking about the Festival of Arts, and so we are so delighted to have here with us who you just saw on stage, Shariah Lynn Kelly. Shariah Lynn, can you raise your hand? Yes, you were so beautiful. We also had Amaya Ko on stage. Yes, look at Amaya. And JC Gibson. You guys did amazing.
Yes,
of course, they are
excellent.
accompanied by their teachers, Miss Janira Awayo. She's a teacher for Infant 2. And then we also have Miss Audra Andrews, teacher for Standard 4. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yes.
It's our honor to be here to represent our school, the Salvation Army Primary School.
I could imagine you guys are so proud. I heard you guys, you're kind of coaching them from over this side. And I just want to say really quickly, these girls on the couch right now, they are glued to the TV, to the preview screen, right, Paul? They were performing, but they were watching themselves. And I'm always so excited when I see kids on TV because this is an experience for them as well. So I want to talk to some of the girls here with us this morning. You guys, girls, were you shy to do that performance for the Festival of Arts?
No.
No? You guys like dancing?
Yes.
How long have you been dancing? How long have you been dancing, Shariah Lynn?
2 years.
15 years?
2 years.
2 years.
Oh.
How long, JC? Tell them, speak up, baby.
20 years.
She said, I've been
20
dancing
years.
for 20
Yes,
years.
I believe you, sis.
And she
because
has a lot of
has-
experience
yeah, exactly.
already. Now, Miss Amaya, was that a hard dance to learn?
No.
No? How long have you guys been practicing?
20. Yes.
20 years. You got some very old souls. You know.
Not 20 years.
How long, JC?
2 years.
2 years. Okay. Now let's get the teachers in the conversation. Ladies, you guys obviously seem very proud to have your babies on stage and on our stage as well. How important is it for these children to take part in these types of activities like Festival of Arts?
Oh, it is very important, not just for our school, but for the students itself. Because the Festival of Art, what it does, it gives these students an opportunity to express themselves. They get to express themselves confidently, creatively, and it also helps them to build life skills, whereby when it comes to discipline, having teamwork, and working along together. And actually, we had 4 items that the Salvation Army.
Your girls are they're so curious to be on TV. Don't worry about it.
This year, the Salvation Army Primary School, we had 4 items that represented our school.
This dance included.
This dance included. So we got 2 gold and 2 silvers.
How old are the kids?
They're 6 years. All of them are 6 years.
They're all 6 years old. Okay, wow. And in terms of the choreography, how do you get children at this age to be so well choreographed?
Well, I would say it was a bit challenging because we were practicing like let's say a month and a half.
Oh, wow.
So for us to get the first part was a really big challenge. But since I'm their Infant 2 teacher, I couldn't have done it without the help of Miss Andrews.
Yeah.
So she helped me along. We teamed up and had this dance come up
to perfection.
Jesse,
I'm curious
you're excited to be on TV, are you?
She is.
Yes? Is it your first time on TV? I just want you to get all of that energy out. I realize you have a lot of it. All right, and now she's shy.
So guys, they're especially excited because we have a preview screen in our studios here with us, so they can see themselves on TV right now. So more than anything, they're curious to see that. JC's, I think, really excited about that. But what I also wanted to ask was, we saw the dance and the performance that just took place, but some of these girls are from infant to, they're all from infant too.
It's all from.
Okay, so you teachers would have to work together to decide, you know, what kids or would be involved in certain acts. How do you go about, I guess, calling kids who would be interested in the Festival of Arts? How do you determine that?
We plan to send up our entire school, each class, and we just gather the entire class and have them dancing. Some were not ready for this year, this time, but after seeing what the other girls did, they got their jitters out the way. So I know next year we're gonna come even bigger and even better.
Have you seen some of these kids like transform in terms of their confidence by doing this?
Most definitely. We have Sherilyn, who are a bit shy, but with the constant practicing. Now, Sherilyn, are you shy?
No, you're
not. Confident. And that's what the Festival of Art does.
Right.
It helps these kids to develop their confidence.
Yeah, and I mean, just when you watch them perform on stage, for me it's very impressive the way they are able to remember the dance moves and coordinate with each other so well. So they're also learning lessons about teamwork, aren't they?
That's right. Life skills, teamwork, collaboration, confidence, time management, because at the same time we had to, not only the students but us teacher had to balance school activities and as well be practicing for the Festival of Art. So it helps them with balancing as well.
And they're a ball of energy.
They are.
As can be seen, especially JC.
They should be working on a morning show. If you
I think JC is the leader of the pack, if you ask me, and everybody else is just following along. How you must have a lot of work on your hands. Your hands must be full on a daily basis. How do you manage it? How do you do it? How both of you do it?
Well, how both of us do it? Well, how I do it, I try to work with them on their pace, not on my pace, on their pace, how they go about it. I won't like move it faster. If I see their work along with them to how they feel comfortable with, not rushing them, not pressuring them to their time.
So if they're a ball of energy in a moment where, let's say, they need to focus, what do? You just ensure that your energy matches up with them, or theirs come down with yours?
That's where we have our management skills. We have our classroom rules and our classroom management, and that's where that comes in, and that helps to guide us. That has been set from the onset, from the first week of school, and every week, every day, it's being reinforced, so they know the signals, they know the sign, they know when to settle down, and that's where our classroom management comes in, and that guides us and aids us with them. So right now there's just a bit exciting, and it is expected. They didn't get that training for it.
You know,
we just need some open your eyes management and open your eyes rules to be reinforced from early, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Paul acts like that sometimes.
Sometimes I can see it.
That's why
now
I
want to ask our girls to say something really quickly before we wrap up the conversation. Amaya, do you want to say anything about maybe some friends that you've made while doing this? Do you have any friends you want to say hi to?
Yes.
Who are your friends?
Who are your friends?
Zadie and Soraya.
Zadie and Soraya. So your mommy is tuning in right now, and she said, is your mom Koi Mira? Myra. She said, my beautiful baby girl in the pink skirt. Your mommy is watching you on TV right now.
Say
hi, mommy.
Oh, mommy must be in tears.
And now, Shariah Lynn Kelly, have you made any friends while doing this, or do you have any friends you want to say hi to?
Yes.
Who are your friends?
Jesse and Amaya.
Uh-huh.
Where are they?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Do you want to say hi to them right now? How about maybe you want to say hi to your mommy or your daddy tuning in right now? Who do you want to say hi to?
Mommy.
Okay, who's your mommy? Say hi and then say your mommy's name.
Hi, Mommy.
What's your mommy's name?
Charlotte Kelly.
Charlotte Kelly. All right. And JC, now you get to really talk again. JC, who are your friends?
I'm Billy and Bianca.
And do you want to say hi to your mommy or daddy or both of them?
I know my mom's Leah.
Okay, tell me your mommy's name.
Chanel.
Say it again in the mic.
Hello, Mommy Chanel.
Aww.
And what do you want to say about your teachers? What do you want to say about them?
She's beautiful.
I agree with you.
All right, so we have Chanel. Is your mommy Chanel Pollard?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, your mommy said, my beautiful, energetic girl in red.
Mommy knows. Say hi, Mommy. You have to wait.
We have Stefan Wayne saying, my sweet baby JC. So, JC, you are known to be energetic.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I am. I know.
Just invite
But we are hungry for a little while.
Huh?
We are hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
You're hungry?
Same.
Okay.
I'm hungry too.
Me too, girl. Me too.
We should have bought food for you.
We didn't eat home.
You had to be light for the performance, right?
Okay. Violin.
Okay, well, girls, we are so excited that we were able to have you guys on the morning show with us. Open your eyes. Now you can go back to school and tell your friends that you guys were on TV. You're on TV right now.
But we already tell our
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, great. And then they also have their golden performance night.
Yes, they
to
do.
also look forward to.
Yes.
When is
Do you
that?
have an official date of when?
I don't know, not at this time, I'm sorry, but we have 2 performances that will be going for the Golden Night.
Okay.
And we just want to thank you guys for having us here for representing the Salvation Army Primary School. We know all schools in Belize are the best. Each student, every student deserves to have the best education.
Yes.
They can come on over as well to the Salvation Army. We're having intake at this time for all level, in front 1 to standard 6. They can come over to the Salvation Army. We have extracurricular activities. We have our music club going on. We have youth group at the Salvation Army Church. That's students from the school attend as well. We have the scouting still going on at the Salvation Army Primary School. So come on over.
You deserve to be a teacher. You are so skilled to like keep your thoughts together. But thank you guys again for joining us. Yes, JC, this is your final opportunity to say something. Okay, what do you want to say?
I love this club.
Yes! That's a beautiful way to wrap things up. Yes, Sharon?
Your hair look pretty and you look beautiful.
I am a reflection of you. All right, guys, we are feeling the love over here, but we have to take another quick break. But don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have another conversation to look forward to. Small Business Highlight will be joined by La Cochina Pibil.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progresso, Belize City, Orange Rock, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy, and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about signal, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
Season 8 of KTV. I want, oh baby. This is a moment. If you got the voice, the vibe, and the passion to live everything you've got on this stage. Mark your calendar and get camera ready. Auditions are June 6th and 7th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. At a Greater Belize, Leisure Studios and Tony Drive, Belize City. Hey. Selected contestants will enter the KTV Season 8 competition, and the lucky winner will go home with a 10,000 grand prize. This is your moment. Are you ready? Are you ready? I want. This is your moment. Are you ready? Are you ready? I want. From me. This is your moment.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you've never been in the kitchen.
Mama going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep my coffee warm for later.
Where do you do now?
I'll try to think more to eat.
You know the more you open or close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool.
Uh-huh.
For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP, 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
Get ready, Dangriga. Something big is coming your way. Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026 is heading to the culture capital, Dangriga. Join us on June 12th at 6:30 a.m. at the iconic Alejo Beni Park for a morning filled with energy, excitement, and pure talent. This year, it's all about the kids, from singing to dancing, poetry to performances. If they've got talent, we've got the stage. Bring out the entire family and come celebrate creativity, culture, and the future stars of Belize. Expect fun, music, surprises, and unforgettable moments. Don't miss it. Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026, where young talent shines the brightest.
Protect your motor, secure your property. Oh yeah, Home Protector Insurance got you covered, you see. Covered, you see. From motor to property, and even marine. We'll keep you safe no matter where you've been. No matter where you've been, no matter where you've been. Get the peace of mind that only we can bring. Oh yeah. With our insurance, you will never fret or sing. Never fret or sing. We offer bonds and so much more. So much more. Home Protector Insurance, we got what you're looking for. What you're looking for. Secure your...
Welcome back. We are moving things along from all of that cuteness, and I want to say, for those of you who were tuned in earlier, the kids said they're hungry, and we've got food. We are joined by representatives of Pickle La Cochinita Pibil. Yeah, I said it right. And they're so gracious to join us this morning all the way from Orange Walk, and they even told us before we set up that they are going to feed those cute little babies that were on the show just moments ago. So we are so excited to have them with us at this time. We are joined by Stephanie Urbina. She's the owner of Pickle La Cochinita Pibil, and we also have here with us one of the cooks, Kathleen Urbina, as well. And I'm also joined by Damara Flores. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome. Welcome to Open Your Eyes. It smells delightful in here this morning. And so as you can see, it's a little bit tight with space. So I just want to ask Miss Kathleen really quickly before we usher her off the stage, if you have any secret ingredient that makes Pickle La Cochinita Pibil stand out.
Love.
Love?
A lot of herbal ingredients.
A lot of herbs?
Herbs, herbal ingredients.
When we
underground cooking, and it takes like 12 hours.
When we identify you as the cook, I imagine you're not the primary cook or the only cook in the kitchen. Are you the only cook in the kitchen?
My husband do the putting under the ground. And I do the seasoning.
And you season up everything. And so this is a joint venture. It seems like it's a family venture.
Yes.
As well. So you've been working alongside your daughter, Miss Stephanie, as well. How long have you guys had this business?
We had it before, but it get like, we started it
3 years ago.
3 years ago, she said she was helping someone to set up the
Export at
Belize. She said, Mommy, when we don't set up the export at Belize, like around 7, 8, they were hungry. Nobody did it. Maybe you could make some tacos, and then we try sell it all there. And yeah. No, that client got a lot of work. I said, Ma, try it. I said, okay for you, but you going to sell after when I don't do it. And we did it.
So she became the face and you the one of the cook behind the scene, or the primary cook behind the scene.
And then from there gone.
Oh, it took off.
It took off.
Now, Stephanie, what has been the journey like? You know, what has the journey been like for the past 3 years?
Adventure, we're all over the place.
Yes?
Countrywide, we're all over.
Now, this is a beautiful display, but you guys are still operating from home. As we see here, it's stunning, but it seems like you guys are more of like a catering type service. Yes, is that fair to say? Now, I'm going to have Miss Kathleen step off at this time just to give us a little bit of room to work. Miss Kathleen, it's a pleasure having you here. We have taste your hand momentarily. And Stephanie, I want to dig a little bit deeper into the story. As your mom mentioned, this all kind of happened by chance, you know?
By chance.
You needed some type of support from mom, you needed some food, and you decided to whip up some tacos.
Yes.
When we think Orange Walk, we also think of Orange Walk as the home base of the best tacos. So did you use that to your advantage when it came to marketing?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
As once it's the Orange Walk, everybody just rush. So we try to do events all the time, try be including that, and I started off originally in San Pedro. I have customers in San Pedro, Placencia, and City, and Orange Walk.
Now, what's the difference between this type of tacos versus any other? When we think Pibil, I think of a long extended process of cooking meat underground.
Yes.
How would you explain that to our viewers? How you explain like what make your taco stand out?
It's just the different ingredients that we use and the seasoning. And then from morning we start off with all the seasoning, and then in the evening we put it under the ground. And then we roast our tomatoes, we roast with peppers. And then this one come in with the cutting of onions.
And this one over here is Miss Damara Flores. It's a pleasure to have you here with us as well, Miss Flores. What is this experience like for you? I imagine you also have to love cooking as well. Tell us about your involvement in Pickle La Chochinita Pibil.
Okay, well, first of all, yes, I do love the cooking. Starts from home, right? I have kids, so I'm always cooking, and I do enjoy working with Stephanie, seeing all the process and the taste. The taste will make you fall in love with La Chochinita Pibil, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be making tacos, and then
before we start making the tacos, I have to ask, what does the name mean? Because I just oh my eyes, like I keep on having to look at it. I don't speak any Spanish, but what does La Chochinita mean?
La Chochinita means the pork, the pig.
Pickles
came from one of our pets. We had home.
Oh, that's so cute.
A pig pet that my niece named. So.
Wait, a pig pet?
Yeah, we grew up with animals.
A pet pig?
Yeah.
And you guys are honoring your pet pig by talking about Pibil?
Yes. It's because of my niece Courtney. When she used to come and visit summer, she called them Pickle, and then we didn't know how to name it. So my big sister in the U.S. said, "Why don't we name it Pickle La Chochinita Pibil?"
I love it. You know what? As ironic as it is,
we were like to smile.
Okay, so we didn't get any Pibil out of Pickle, right?
No.
Now, ladies, let's get into the assembling because the display is beautiful. I see we have some drinks also over here, so we can get into that as well. Perhaps we can take a look at some of the meats and meat options that we have.
Yes.
All right,
We have
look
the
at this.
pork.
Let me put this down here for you. Alrighty. What do we have here? Ooh, that looks so good.
Yeah, so we have the chicken, the chicken Pibil tacos, because it's cooked underground.
Okay, I was just gonna ask about that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cooked underground. And then we have the roasted tomato sauce.
That looks so good. Oh my gosh.
And we have the Chochinita Pibil here.
Cochinita Pibil. What's like the most popular, I guess, option that people have been getting?
Well, we just started with the chicken 2 events ago, and
Yeah.
then our next aim is to do beef.
Were you guys known to do Pibil often? Or is this something that you just decided to do to set yourself apart?
My dad.
Okay.
And then, no, I didn't know.
You didn't know about it before? What would surprise people? What would you say might be something that might surprise people about the process of making Pibil?
It's a long journey.
Yeah?
It's very long.
Tell me about it. Walk me through it.
Okay, when we have to wash our meat, season it, then prep the fire to a certain degree, not too high.
And this is underground, right? So it's
yeah.
kind of like a pit that you guys have?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they put the pot in that, and then they put a zinc on top of it, then cover it with soil.
With soil?
Yeah, the black dirt.
And how long is that cooking underground?
We'll put that in like 5 in the evening and take it out when we get up like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's like a full 12 hours of cooking. And you are certain every single time that it's set to taste the same way, I imagine?
Yes.
Does it give like a smoky taste? Like what type of flavor do you get
Smoky
from?
taste.
Okay. You can smell it actually.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the assembling. I see we have some tortillas around us. How do we go about building? Is that the tortilla there?
We have the taco shell now.
Okay.
We have the soft tortilla and we have the taco shell now.
All right. So I know my colleagues around me, they're probably excited to try these Pibil tacos. Now, as we mentioned earlier, you operate from home, but you're known for catering services. So what does that process look like? How do people go about booking your services?
They message like 2 weeks or so in advance. We have to know way ahead of time because sometimes it's hard to get pork meat.
Oh. What type of events do you find yourselves catering to mostly?
Pop-ups.
Okay.
I started that way first.
Okay,
Pop-ups.
so you were doing pop-ups first.
I'm still doing it.
Okay. But you are inviting people to invite your business over to maybe like birthdays? Do you do things like that?
If the opportunity comes up, yes.
Okay. Oh, that looks so juicy. Guys, get a look at this. Oh, you can see this. Paul, you are missing out. So typically, it's going to be the setup of the meat, and then what you have.
Then it goes the onion sauce.
Okay, the onion.
Either,
we have different option of onions here.
Yeah,
what are
this
these?
one has pepper. This one is
Okay, I'll go with the
peppers.
pepper. I'm a pepper girl.
Okay. Spicy.
I'm a pepper gal. All right, and then you double your tortillas as well.
It's double tortillas.
Yeah.
And then you have
do
your
the, roasted tomato sauce.
That is so rich and dark in color.
And it's very tasty also.
Yes.
So we have the chipotle sauce here.
Okay.
And we have the guacamole sauce.
Paul, don't be looking over. Stay right where you're there. We never have space for you. We still don't have space for you. I'm kidding. Well, he's like a beggar over on the side. Ooh, that's like a avocado sauce?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
That's really good.
And then we have the chipotle sauce. It's
Would you like to try
optional.
the chipotle sauce, Paul? Great, because you're not gonna have it. I'm kidding. Wait, you put that on top as well?
On the Chochinita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try to get it.
Actually,
Let me
it's
get it
pretty
open
hard.
here. It's kind of.
Yeah, you can put it. Yeah.
And then what do we put on this one? Just leave that as is?
Yeah,
Okay.
just leave it as is.
Okay. So I'm going to invite Paul over to be our taste tester. As you see here, this is the Chochinita Pibil. So this is the pork option. And we chose the spicy onion. And then we also included some guac and some chipotle sauce. Over on this side, we have chicken Pibil, which is the same process as they would have done with the pork. They will be putting the chicken underground. Paul is at the side over here begging me. They'll be putting the chicken underground the same way. And they top it with the roasted tomatoes and the onion, the spicy onions as well. Paul is very impatient. Paul.
Why are you still talking?
We got a show to do. All right, so you're starting with the chicken. He's starting with the chicken. Let me know. Is it good?
Very good.
Describe the flavors that you're. Do you taste like the smokiness of it?
Very much so.
Okay.
I love the onion.
Okay.
You put the chipotle sauce on this?
Not on that one. That's
What's
just.
spicy on this?
This is the roasted tomato and the onions.
The That's onion really is
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want you to eat too much of it because I want you to try the hard shells as well. That's also another option,
gonna
which
try
I
it
think is very popular too, right? A lot of people like the hard shell tacos.
Next one is.
That is the actual pork. So the Chochinita Pibil. Chef's kiss.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah, and Paul's a foodie. Oh, okay. So we have the same option here on display. Do you find more people liking like the soft corn tortillas or the hard shell corn tortillas? Both?
Yeah.
They like? Okay.
Both.
So do we do the same thing with
Yeah,
the sauces?
we do the same thing.
Okay, so let me go guac. And the guac was on the middle.
Yep.
All right, Paul, we're gonna call you back to the table.
He's pretty busy.
Paul! That's shameful, Paul! Okay. All right, here you go. So since there's 2 chickens here, I'm gonna try one of them. So I'll go with this one since it has. Let's dig in. Let me go with
I
this
really
here.
like the chipotle sauce.
Oh yeah, it's good. Okay, so I'm going in with the hard shell. Do you guys make your own hard shells?
No.
No? Okay, so you purchase it. Okay. Let's get in there. That's really good.
I love that.
Not really good, but it's spicy too.
Yeah.
And I'm a spicy like gal.
I really love the cake, but the flavor of the meat for me is what adds value to this. The way you all flavor and season your meats is excellent. The onions and the different sauces just added value to it.
Wow, that is spicy. Oh my gosh.
Spicy.
Okay. Now, ladies, again, we want to know how we can book your services. This is really, really good. And I imagine there's someone tuning in right now who would love to have this on display. I promise you guys, we are not just hyping this up. It's really, really good. You also have some option for drinks on the side as well. What are the options that you brought?
We have Jamaica, homemade horchata, and tamarind juice.
Tamarind. And you guys make these on your own as well? What would you say is the trick to have great, what is this? Horchata.
Horchata. That's the horchata girl right there.
Tell us
She's the
about
one.
your horchata.
So it's the rice soaked with the cinnamon, and you gotta try it.
It looks very rich.
Yeah, just shake it. You gotta try it.
Yeah.
It's homemade. It's not from the bottle. So you're gonna taste the.
So I'll tell you, Damara, I wasn't a fan of horchata until recently. Last year, I traveled across borders. You guys should check it out. And I know that horchata is like very Central American as well, right?
Yeah.
So I gave it another shot, and I really appreciated it. So when I came back, I decided to enjoy now horchata. So I'll try your horchata. Oh, they said shake it. Let me shake it once more.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Yep.
Rice. It's like rice water. Do you like horchata? So? Okay. Oh, this is really good. It's refreshing. It tastes very refreshing. I really like this. So, ladies, remind us again of how we can purchase or any of these items on display. Will you be at any location coming up as well?
This Sunday I should be in Orange Walk Horse Race.
Horse race? Okay.
Yeah, and then the 30th we're gonna have Orange Walk is gonna have a market night.
Okay.
And in July I'll be in Placencia for Lobster Fest again.
Oh, that's nice. Lobster Fest coming up. Yeah. Now, if anyone would like to also book you for catering as well, can they do that?
Yes, they can.
How can they reach out to you?
You can call my number 604-0140.
Okay. All right. Well, at this time, we are going to have to take a quick break. But guys, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be wrapping things up. I got some cute babies outside I need to go feed, and we'll be right back. Welcome to a world of winged wonders. Today, we're taking you on a journey to the butterfly farm at Chalk Creek in the Kyo district. Join us as we uncover the secrets to this dazzling but delicate sanctuary where butterflies reign supreme. So what made you guys decide to have a butterfly farm?
So it all started up with a gentleman by the name of Mr. Charles Wright. who was a soil specialist in Belize. And he actually brought some blue morpho chrysalises from Toledo and brought them over to Chalk Creek. And as any naturalist, he was intrigued by the life cycle and wanted to learn more about the flora and fauna around him. And he eventually started up a little nursery program with the granadillo and also the chrysalises that he brought. Now the granadillo is actually the host plant for the blue morpho. So Mr. Charles wanted to find out what was the life cycle of the blue morpho butterfly. And in doing so, he brought along with him, as I mentioned before, the ant plant or granadillo, which is the host plant. So we feed these to our blue morpho caterpillars. The plant itself contains cyanide in there, which protects the caterpillars from any predators, being birds, geckos, scorpions, stuff like that, right? So the first couple of weeks, the first 2 weeks, we will generally harvest very young leaves so that the caterpillars are able to chew it properly.
Softer.
Exactly, yes.
Like baby eating soft food.
That's right, that's right.
All right, got you.
So as they molt and get a bit older, we then look for leaves that are not very hard, but not as soft as this,
More
right?
mature
A bit
leaves.
more mature leaves. In the later stages, so anywhere from about 6 to 10 weeks, we can harvest leaves that are a bit harder in texture. And the caterpillars are also a lot more hungry. So that song, the hungry, hungry caterpillar, that's true.
I'm here thinking, so this is the food for the blue morpho. So are we saying that there are specific host plants for specific caterpillars or butterflies?
That's right, that's right. So for example, we have 3 different species of butterflies that we rear at our butterfly exhibit. The blue morpho being the main showcase. But we also have the owl and malachite butterflies. The owl butterfly will, or the owl caterpillar, sorry, will feed mainly on plants in the Musaceae family. So banana leaves, plantain leaves, heliconias, these are the leaves we want to collect for the owl caterpillars. So you have to know exactly what plant the specific caterpillar will eat.
Yeah.
Otherwise we lose them.
Oh wow.
It's quite important to us. Even the harvesting of the leaf plays a part in our sustainability. We will usually prune or cut the plant in areas where it has joints so new shoots can start growing.
Got you.
The plant itself, the granadillo, as it matures, we'll also use it for lumber. So at our woodwork shop, no?
How many blue morpho caterpillars are you guys currently feeding?
Whew, a lot. But we can take a closer look. So if you'd like to join me, I'll show you a few.
And then I maybe could feed them myself.
Yes, definitely.
So where are we?
So Sabrina, here we are at our little caterpillar nursery. We already harvested a couple leaves to feed our blue morpho caterpillars. So I'd like to show you how healthy these little guys are.
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier, there is a lot. So these little ones right here are at the very early stage. They're just a couple days old.
Yes.
So one...
You even have some on the bottles.
On the bottles itself. So you can notice we put a little bit of water in there to keep the leaves nice and moist.
Yes, yes.
So that they're able to feed off these leaves as best as they can. Little tiny ones like these.
They're so tiny.
Yeah. Have just hatched out of their eggs.
Oh, wow.
Guess how much eggs one butterfly can lay? Take a wild guess.
100.
Oh, you're good. That's a good guess.
It's good? Yeah?
You get about 150 eggs.
Oh, okay. That was a wild guess, by the way. That was like...
Yeah, so you have the leaves for the very small caterpillars. As I mentioned, the softer the texture is, it's easier for the very baby caterpillars to eat them, no? So I showed you the very tiny caterpillars. Now here, they're already getting a bit more mature. If you notice, the leaves are a bit larger. We don't touch the caterpillars. You got to be very careful not to touch them.
Okay, what would happen if you touched them?
Remember earlier at the Granadillo farm, I mentioned that this leaf contains a poison. That poison is called cyanide. So these little guys have nettles or little hairs on them that if it gets on your skin, it can cause itching and irritation.
Okay.
So they have a very, very good protection from
What
predators.
are these little black spots on the
So that's caterpillar dung.
Oh!
Every day, hence the reason why we have two ladies that do a great job in here in caring for these caterpillars. Every day these leaves are cleaned.
Okay.
And new leaves are placed in there
That's so
to make
funny.
sure you have fresh leaves for these caterpillars. The different caterpillars come in different sizes also, right? So I'll show you some of the stage just before we take them out of the boxes. This is the stage here.
Oh, yes. These are the
And
class
place them-
project ones.
That's
that
right.
We, oh, you said that.
Don't careful. These are the ones that will be taken out of the boxes and placed into more of a natural environment so that they could live out the rest there.
How old would you say the caterpillar is at this stage?
At this stage, they're approximately 4 to 6 weeks old here.
Okay.
The egg stage will live for about 10 days. In the larval stage, about 10 weeks, and 2 weeks in the chrysalis stage. As they emerge from the chrysalis, the adult butterfly can live for about 3 weeks.
Only 3 weeks.
Don't be sad. They party hard for those 3 weeks. Believe
Okay,
me.
got it. All right. They made it worth it.
That's right. They do their best. So, as I mentioned, different species of caterpillars, or
Yes.
different species of butterflies, sorry, the caterpillar size will vary. So this guy right here is a caterpillar for an owl butterfly.
Okay.
Right, so this,
Big already.
That's right. This one now, unlike the blue morpho, relies mostly on camouflage. Right, so
I could see that.
as the leaves of the heliconia or plantain leaves starts to dry, they become brown, just like this caterpillar. So they'll hide inside those brown leaves for the day, and at night they come and feed off the fresh green leaves of the plant. Right? In this case, they don't have to worry. These guys are in a controlled environment, so they eat all day long. Yeah. So the malachites feed off a Ruellia species called the shrimp plant. You're able to take a look at that right there. So we harvest these leaves every day.
Whoa!
You know, everybody has that friend who plays tough and cries for the sad movies.
Yeah.
This is that guy.
That looks scary. It looks like a centipede.
It looks scary, but they're not. So they develop these bright colors to protect themselves from predators also. But they're not poisonous. Come on, go for it.
No.
So these little ones are very vigorous eaters. I think of the 3 different caterpillars, these are the this is the species that would.
Oh no, Vianney.
That's good luck.
Oh, you see, Bobby had 5 minutes, and she got some boop.
Vianney's a lucky one. Since the blue morpho is the first species that we actually introduce in our exhibit, it's the one that we focus mainly on. So this shows the entire life cycle of the blue morpho. At the end of the 5th instar, or 10 weeks, they start changing from this yellowish red color to a green caterpillar, which we commonly call our pre-pupa or our greenie. At this point, they're they will actually start hanging off a silk that they will spin, and they'll hang out there for about 4 days. Now, what occurs here is quite amazing. These little guys literally digest themselves from the inside out. So with that being said, if I were to open this chrysalis, what do you think is in there?
The caterpillar.
You think so?
And goo and.
There you go, goo.
Ugh.
There is nothing that actually resembles a caterpillar or a butterfly as yet. It's all just goo. And just within 2 weeks, they will reform into a beautiful blue morpho butterfly.
Wow.
As they emerge, the wings are about the size of a nickel or a 10-cent Belize, right? It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for them to fully stretch their wings out, and another 2 to 3 hours to dry off. So at this point, these little insects are quite vulnerable. They hang out there until the wings are dried. Once the wings are dried, as I promised you, they party very hard. So they party hard for about 3 weeks, right? They feed off fruit juices, preferably fermenting fruit juices.
They find a partner.
That's right, they find a partner, they copulate for several hours, and then eventually the females then seek out the host plant and will lay close to about 150 eggs.
Wow.
Yeah.
A fulfilled life.
A fulfilled life, there you go. So this is our little enclosure right here. It's a great place for our guests to visit. As they're staying with us, they can come and entertain themselves with butterflies. But we're also open to people who want to visit from outside. We host school groups here. The kids really love it. Their faces light up as they come into this enclosure, man. It's just,
oh, wow.
We've called it the party dome because of that.
All right, well, let's get into the party ourselves.
Go right ahead.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the Butterfly Party Dome.
It's magical in here.
And this is where all the magic happens, right in here. We have the blue morpho right here. You may be wondering, but that doesn't look blue, right?
Yeah, it's when they open.
When they open up, you can see
That's what I
that
thought.
blue. So here's the question. Are they really blue?
Is it an illusion?
There we go. It's sort of like an optical illusion. They're iridescent. They have microscopic scales.
Oh wow, some parts of it look purple just
It does, right? The way the light hits it. Right? So it's very difficult to find any animals that have a true blue pigment. Ever got a butterfly kiss?
Oh my god, that's so pretty! That is so cute!
Check that out.
Wow.
So as you turn them to a profile, they'll also have...
That looked like a snake.
It does, right?
Yes.
There you go. There
Look
you go.
at this. Look at this. It literally looks like an owl.
Nature is amazing, right?
Amazing. The illusion.
Even such a fragile insect like this develops ways of protecting itself.
Yes.
This piece of the blue morpho, as I mentioned, will only live for about 3 weeks. So they feed off these fruit juices. Once they have gotten their fill, they then start finding a partner. They eventually copulate for about 6 to 7 hours. And then the female seeks out their host plant. So she just finished laying that egg. Right,
Those are those little...
Those tiny little droplets, or they look like droplets of water. Those are actually blue morpho eggs right there. So within about 7 to 10 days, you're gonna have a caterpillar hatching from that egg. And in the next 10 weeks, we're gonna have chrysalises. And 2 weeks later, the beautiful blue morpho. So as a gesture of our appreciation, thank you very much, Sabrina, for being with us today. We'd like to give you a couple blue morphos to release. Okay. So this is a part of our Wish Upon a Wing program. Here you go. Go ahead. Okay. Right. And we'll do it next to our photo mural here, where many of our guests...
We have one last one in
One
here.
last one here. Make that wish, Sabrina. Come on. Oh, he doesn't want to leave you.
Alrighty, what a wonderful morning we have had so far, Paul. It has been such an exciting time. We started things off with our usual Friday routine, getting you guys joining in the conversation. So we thank you guys for engaging with us in the comment section, on the phone lines as well. Then we had some business spotlight too. We had pet grooming. The conversation was about pet grooming. Moving into the arts, we had some adorable kids from Salvation Army. Right now they're in the waiting area eating up some delicious tacos from our next small business spotlight as well. Pibil la Cochinita, Pibil, Pickle la Cochinita Pibil. Guys, I'm not fluent in Spanish.
So I did not attempt it.
We've been joking about that as well. But just amazing tacos too. I'm still watering. And if you guys are ever in need of some catering services from them, you should definitely reach out to them as well.
Yeah.
It is time to wrap up the show though, Paul.
It is. Yeah, it's been excellent, and we want to thank you for joining us this morning. It is May 22nd, and if you have a birthday shout out, well, if you have a birthday today, if you're celebrating your birthday, we'd like to say happy birthday to you. But what do they do if they have a birthday shout out or request or comments or concerns?
They can send us an email, and our email is oye@greaterbelize.com.
And of course, you could catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BZ, or on Instagram for all the behind the scene content. Today you might get some content on Pibil tacos and eating behind the scenes. That's OYE Belize.
One of the little girls said this taco's rich.
Right?
Yes,
it
really
is.
said that on camera.
And you can also catch us on TikTok at openyoureyes.bz.
And you can also send us a message or call us on our OYE phone number. That's 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again on Monday, where we will be in Hopkins. We're going to go Pooners, yeah. In Hopkins, we'll be at Ella's Cool Spot. And so if we have any viewers down south in Hopkins, join us on Monday. The show starts at 6:30 as usual, when you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open. See you, Belize. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.